Good morning, Vlogmas day 3. My video from day 1 is still uploading. Don't know what the hell's going on, so there will be a quick succession of videos on my channel, and then let's see what happens. I say that there'll be a quick succession of videos on my channel. I'm just gonna say, let's see what happens. I am currently sat at my kitchen table. This morning I wanted to just kind of show you what I do at the beginning of every month. I don't really bullet journal, but I kind of take the principles of bullet journaling and apply it to my diary system. I like to put on like maybe music or something interesting, I don't know. At the moment I'm listening to Toby Morse's One Life, One Chance podcast with Richie Birkenhead, who is the singer of Underdog and Into Another. Underdog are one of my favorite New York hardcore bands, and Richie's style from that time heavily influences my personal style and how I dress. He wore a lot of like football jerseys with cut off shorts and high top sneakers. I mean, you won't see me dressed like that, but there will be always some sort of like collegiate or sporty element to what I have on. Yeah, that's what I do. I put on a podcast or a video, and then I go to a website called Astro Style. I just really like the way that they deliver horoscopes and that kind of stuff. I go to Aries, which is my sign, and I check out the monthly horoscope. So this is kind of like my monthly setup, and I only really read the overview. So as you can see, I'm doing my monthly spread. I'll show you last month's. So this was my monthly spread for November. I just blocked out some dates that I already knew, and then as I go along I add them in, and then this is how I lay out my horoscope. So I always put the month and kind of what the main subject of the month is, and then if the sun's in Scorpio, I'll do that kind of stuff, and any big notes I'll maybe mark out in capitals and highlight them, and then I also put significant dates as well. For a lot of people, horoscopes are gobbledygook and astrology generally, but I just really like to have it in mind. Ultimately, we're all made up of the same particles, atoms, things. What's out there in the universe and in the planets are also in us. And so that's how I understand that astrology and us as human beings, this fucking camera, astrology, the universe, and us as human beings are connected. And if things are happening in the universe, then it's going to affect us. For example, I'm very much affected by full moons. It affects my sleep. Sometimes I get really intense headache, so on and so forth. So yeah, what's going on out there definitely affects me personally, and so I like to map it out and just have it in the back of my mind. And I read my daily horoscopes on a few apps. I use the Pattern, which I'm new to, which I quite like. It's less cryptic than what's the other one, CoStar. And then I also use Sanctuary. So those are the 3 apps that I have on my phone. I'll be really interested in doing tarot. Maybe I'll get a deck and teach myself in this Vlogmas situation. Now what I'm about to do is map out my month for December, and then I will show you the finished product and also show you maybe the horoscopes that come up at the end as well. Hello everybody, did manage to finish my horoscope layout and then also do like a daily layout for today. Rachel Wynn posted a video this morning or last night that was her 30 by 30 list, and she shared a couple of points about productivity and bullet journaling. She's the one that I discovered bullet journaling through, and also about the way she breaks down her daily tasks. So I downloaded the app called Notion. I'm going to show you quickly the horoscope layout, and then I'm going to show you the daily layout, because I don't really bother with weekly layout. Put things in my iCal and just make sure that I always have my eye on that and that it syncs to my phone. And then I also just write it in the daily calendar or the monthly one. I don't bother with weekly calendars because it just seems like another thing to do. I filled out the monthly calendar, got like my meeting with, I've got a hangout with John's sister today, tomorrow's my friend's birthday, noodle club on Thursday, and just some stuff like when my rent is due, because the rent is actually due on the 19th, but it leaves my account on the 16th, and I always get confused. So I just want to make sure that I've moved my money over in time. And then at the end of the month, I'm looking after my dog nephew, James, which will be fun. I haven't done that for a while. So then this is the horoscope layout, where basically you can just see all of the points that I mentioned previously. It's got kind of like what the main theme is for the month. This is how the Astro twins generally break it down, and then they go chronologically by date, which I just really like how they do it. If you have any other favorites, let me know. But it talked about the sun being in Sagittarius, going into Capricorn season, which is my 10th house. And then I always do like little planet drawings and like the sun. Did another sun there, so the sun goes into Capricorn. The 12th is a full moon in Gemini, all about communication. And then it says news you've been waiting for may finally come. So I am waiting on some news, and a sibling, co-worker or neighbor may figure into events. So I just remembered Eiffels' mum, her birthday is the 12th of December. And also news you've been waiting on may finally come. The 12th is our general election. I do also look at the weekly scopes, and sometimes I'll make a note of those in a similar way, but I try not to get too bogged down because I'm also looking at it on various apps and what have you. Then I go into the daily log because I'm too lazy for weekly log. I put that I needed to finish my journal setup, and then I had some work to do between 2 and 4. I made a list of that on Notion. I need to meet John's sister at 5:45, so I need to leave at 5:15, and I made a note that I need to start getting ready at about 10 to 5. I need to leave around 5:15, and then these are just the things that I wanted to do today. That would have been in these tasks here. I'm just gonna try and figure it out, because if I can use it for my job or like my freelance clients, then I can manage the tasks a bit better. Instead of having everything on one long list, everything will be separated onto different lists. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what other videos you want to see. I've got some other videos in mind. Hopefully I will do some out and about vlogging stuff, as well as this kind of sit down thing. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.